Hey folks, it's Dave here, and welcome to my new series on the channel called Digital to Dice. And what this is, it's just kind of one man's journey, well, my journey, from the world of video games to the world of cards and dice playing, because that's kind of where I am right now. I'm going down the cards and dice rabbit hole, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of catalog my way down this hole and see where it goes. And it started off with me just making some notes, and then it's like, oh, maybe I'll do a blog. I'll write a blog about it. I thought it'd be an interesting story. And then I was like, no, I'm going to do some video diaries or vlogs, as they call them now. And I was going to keep them just private because I want to see where I'm going to be in, 3 months, 6 months, a year. I want to see, am I still playing the cards and dice? Is this just a fad? Or am I going to go back to video games, or will I, have a balance between the two, or am I going to be strictly cards and dice? I don't know where it's going, and that's kind of why I'm making this here, and why I wanted to start this now instead of 6 months from now. Because right now it's all new and exciting. Every day I find a new game to play, and I find whether they're free or they're paid or whatever. And it's just there's smaller games, there's bigger games, and it's been really fun. It's like Christmas morning for me right now with all these cards and dice games that I'm finding. I'm going on eBay and I'm buying some older games that I'm playing, and just having a real good time. So I thought it'd be fun to catalog my journey from digital to dice and put them together in a video diary series here on my YouTube channel. I originally was going to keep it private, and I thought that maybe if I opened it up to the public, it would generate some discussion. Maybe I'd strike a nerve with somebody. Maybe somebody felt the same way, or whatever. I just said, I'm going to open it up to everybody and have some fun with this. So it's just kind of my journey. Now, where I started was with actually it was before the Atari 2600. Okay, I went back to the Sears Telesports, I think it was called. It was a little box about this big, and the speaker was on the box. You didn't use the television speaker, and you just hooked it up to the back of the TV, when you had to screw it in with the screws. And you had Pong and hockey, it was called. It was just Pong with a net, and then a couple of racing games, and it was just these paddles that you used. And we hooked it up to the black and white TV, and we had a blast. And then when the Atari 2600 came out, it was in color, and you could play Space Invaders, and that was the big thing. And then it just continued on through in television and Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox, and all the way up to the current consoles, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And then somewhere along the way, I got old. Somewhere along the way, I stopped becoming the target audience, and I longed for those days of playing fun, simple games with teams that I knew. And as much as I'm a sports fan, I don't follow the teams as closely as I did back in the day. In the 70s and 80s, I could tell you every Boston Bruin and their number. I could tell you every Red Sox player and their number and their position. That's just how it was as a kid. Nowadays, I'll watch and the whole bit, but honestly, Stanley Cup Finals were here in Boston, and there were guys scoring goals that I didn't know who they were. I just don't follow it that closely anymore. And so I think the turning point for me came back in the fall of 2018, last fall, where I was playing NHL 19, okay? And they introduced the Legends, and I was all excited. You had all these old hockey players in the game. That's what I grew up with. That's who I want to play. And I was reading reviews, and it's like, yeah, you can take, Johnny Busick and put him on the Bruins and play him if you want. It's like, that's perfect. I'm going to take all the old legends and put them on the modern teams, and I'll have a nice mix, and I'm going to play. And they didn't put that in the final game. The legends are there, but you couldn't put them wherever you wanted to. The only way to play the legends, if I remember correctly, was the outdoor mode, 3-on-3 exhibition, and you didn't have your choice of who the legends were. They disappeared. Not what they sold me in the reviews, not what I heard it was going to be, and I dropped $60 on that, and I was completely disappointed. And on top of the game being so complex now with the controls, that I really just play basic mode, and I'm playing guys I don't know. I don't know anybody in the league anymore aside from the top 20 or 30 guys. And so it killed it. It killed all the momentum I had. And I found the action PC games, the Dave Koch, I think it's Koch games, and I started watching a lot of you guys that are watching this play that game, and I was like, this is great. I can play 70s and 80s football, 70s and 80s hockey and baseball. That's where I grew up. That's what I want to play. So the Dave Koch action PC games became the bridge for me to get into the cards and dice. Because after playing months of the action PC games, I got intrigued about the dice part of it. And it was actually, and I've said this on the Retro Sports Network show, it was Clinton Parks that was playing a game on the computer, but he rolled his own dice and entered the dice in there. I was like, what is this dice rolling stuff? And why is everybody so excited about the dice stuff? And I got the dice tile rolled dice, and it's more fun than I thought it would be. So I thought it would be fun to catalog my journey down this rabbit hole with all the games I'm playing, the fun I'm having, the things I like, the things I don't like about it. And for me, it's all new. Okay, again, it's all new. So it's Christmas morning for me, and I'm opening up every new present's a new game I find. And yeah, I'm all over the place right now. Admittedly, every night I sit and I look for a new game, even though I have all these games and I'm enjoying all these games. But they're just everywhere. It's fun, and some are just one-man shows, and some are companies, big companies. Now, I never did play the Strat or the app or anything like that. For me, board games back in the day was Chutes and Ladders, Sorry, Trouble, games like that. Those were all the big board games we played back in the day. I don't think I really had any sports games that I can remember. I have gone back on eBay and bought a handful of older games, and I'm been showing here on my channel from time to time, and it's been kind of fun. But I just thought it'd be fun to talk about what's going on with me and where I'm going to be again in 3 months, in 6 months, a year, 2 years. Am I still going to be doing the cards and dice, or will I go back to video games? Is this just a fad that I'm enjoying right now, or is this really where I'm going to end up as far as a hobby of gaming goes? So anyway, I thought you might like to come along on this journey with me as I talk about some of the things I'm learning about the cards and dice compared to the video games. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. This is just my journey, okay? And I thought I'd open up to everybody. So feel free to leave a comment or a suggestion of something you'd like me to talk about. This is just a video diary that I was going to do for myself, that I'm kind of opening up to everybody else. As you can see, I'm not in the studio. I'm outside. What I'm hoping to do is to really take this out on the road and go to different places and set up and record the 5 or 10 minute video and talk about a subject. I could be I'm in a coffee shop. Maybe I'll go down to the beach someday and do the same thing here, or go up to a lake or something, or just anywhere. Sit down and record outside the studio and just get some things off my chest and talk about this journey down the cards and dice rabbit hole. So anyway, I'm Dave. Let me know what you think of this series. Let me know if you have any suggestions of things you'd like to talk to me about, you'd like me to talk about. If there's a chord that I struck with you, let me know. Because again, I'm having fun. The community's been great. It's been treating me great. I'm having a lot of fun playing these games and going back and just sitting down and rolling dice and looking at the charts or flipping a fast action card and looking at the names of the players that I grew up with has been a thrill for me. And it's just really fun right now. So anyway, so that is episode 1 of Digital to Dice here on my channel. Have a great day, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.